Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Thank you for joining us. And this is Sarthak Jain, Community Manager, Reskill. And today we are going to learn about Spark AR from our mentor, Mr. Kshitij
Thank
Saini.
you for joining us.
So before starting this session, I would like to, introduce our campus leaders, campus ambassadors of this cohort. So one by one, I would like that all the campus ambassadors will, talk about themselves. So hi Vedant, how are you?
Hello guys, this is Vedant Rajashirke. I'm from VIT Mumbai, and I'm super excited to be here. And let's make something super nice. Uh, who's next? Let's pass on to
Uh,
Aditya.
uh,
Hello everyone. I'm Aditya from Delhi Technical Campus and from second year. Hope you will enjoy the session. Uh,
then we have Itisha.
Hi everyone, I'm Itasha Modi. I'm from the IT Bhopal and I'm looking forward that you enjoy the session. Stay tuned guys.
Hey guys, I'm from some East of Technology. It's my privilege to be here, and we have the imagination, we have the tools to make them real. So hope you guys enjoy the session. Thank you.
And we have
Hello
Ria.
everyone, I'm Ria Sani. I'm from Delhi University. Hope you'll enjoy the session. Thank you.
And guys, without any delay, let's talk to our expert of today's session, Mr. Kshitij Saini, who will teach us about Spark here and will make good filter summit and grab the goodies after this session. So let's start the session without any delay. I would like to request Mr. Kshitij to present their screen so that we can start with the
Yeah.
session.
So hello everyone, I'm Kshitij, and let us begin the session by learning about what Spark AR is, what AR is, how AR is trending in the industry, and have some hands-on with Spark AR. So let me just share my screen and then let us work on the thing that we are doing. Okay, I think you can just present the screen. Yeah, you can make it full. No. So hello everyone. Let us first see what Spark AR is, how Spark AR is actually working, what is the reason why we are studying Spark AR, how Spark AR can help us in the future. So first of all, let us see what Spark AR is. So okay, let me just put on some of the text and okay. So let us first study know about Spark AR. So, what Spark AR is actually? Spark AR is an AR platform which is devised for both Windows and Mac based operating system. So, this is both for Windows and Mac. Currently, the Spark AR program does not support the Linux operating system. So, it is for both Windows and Mac. I can write it Windows plus Mac. And we use the software on Windows and Mac to create the effects for our mobile. So this is something that we use the software Spark Studio on Windows and Mac devices to create effects for our mobile devices, which can be seen on your Facebook app, on your Instagram app, and on other Facebook platforms. Okay, so uh, coming further and talking about Spark AR. So what Spark AR is? So Spark AR is an AR program that helps to create some of the AR effects, and we can consider it as a Photoshop for AR. So we can consider it as Photoshop for AR. So this is something interesting, and let us see some of the insights about the session as well, like how Spark AR is trending, what are the like opportunities available with Spark AR. So let me just open a tab and let me share some of the opportunities that are available with Spark AR, how Spark AR is trending. Okay, so let me just open it down. And it is now visible. AR trends in 2021. What can we expect from AR this year? This is a year-old article, but we can see the numbers here. Like at the end of 2020, there were 598 million active AR devices. 598 million, which is a huge number in itself. but it was projected to increase to 1.73 billion by 2024. So an increase from 598 million to 1.73 billion is a increase in like heaps and bounds. So it is a very good increase, and there are various carriers available with the AR thing as well. Now let us see where these AR effects, where the spark, where the AR industry is trending. So let us look at something. First of all, smart glasses. Like Facebook is building smart glasses, Snapchat is building smart glasses, Amazon, Microsoft, all are building smart glasses, and they help us to visualize the things in a better way. So one of the major use case of the AR industry can be the smart glasses. Another, we can look at like Avatar, which was a movie, and it was a movie completely based out of the AR. So like we can also use the AR effects in some of the movie industries. The like the Green Planet, which is a show by BCC, it is an 5G AR experience. Like it is coming in 2022, and it is completely based out of AR. And education, like most of you have heard about the IIT graduation ceremony. So that was completely based out of some of the AR. Even the teaching is happening on AR. Now suppose you want to visualize solar system, and like solar system will come in front of you, so that is very much easy to visualize. So AR industry is like trending. Like theme park rides are also in AR. There are multiple things that are happening in the AR. Even lidar, which was currently opted by Apple, which is also built out of the AR technologies. And we now let us see what are the like carriers available in AR. How if we pursue AR, so what are the carriers available, and where can we go further with the AR thing? So let us see the carriers. Okay, so the first career can be like a 3D artist. So you can be a 3D artist after you start learning AR, and like after besides 3D artist, you can be a software designer, and you can also be a design architect in some of the organization. Design architect. Another one can be like system validation engineer. And if you want to a bit technical, then you can also be a software developer. So these are like the multiple careers that are available. It does not mean like that only these careers are available. There are multiple other careers available with the AR industry as well, but these are some of the major trending careers. So you can have a look at these. So these are the like some of the major trending careers that are available in the AR industry. Okay, so now like let us start with the spark. Yeah, and let us we have had a like this little talk about the AR, the carriers in the AR, the scope of the AR. Now let us start with the spark. Yeah, and let us proceed with downloading it. So to download the spark program, you have to like go to the spark website. You can just google it down, and you can write spark download, and a download link will be shown to you. I am also sharing the link in the chat section, so you can also use the link to download the Spark App program. Okay, so you can just click on the download button, and you can download the Spark App program. And further, after downloading and installing, it will take some time. You can just start downloading and installing the Spark program. Till then, I can guide you about the basics of the Spark which I will be showing after opening the Spark window. Okay, the Spark window is opening in a minute. So when you download and open the Spark window, something like this will appear in front of you. And now you can see there are various templates available with the Spark, like real scale world object, wings, hair color, 3D animated project, color portrait, background, like world object, face detection. There are like multiple things available with the Spark. But as this is a beginning session, and we are not like proceeding into very depth. We are just getting some of the hands-on about the Spark AR. So we will just start with a new project, and it starting with a new project will help us to have better control of our own project and to understand the things from very beginning. So what we will be doing, we will be selecting a new project, and when you select a new project, there will be like multiple different type of projects available. Some of the plane tracking project, target tracking project, like face tracking project, and like blank project. So these are some of the sub templates available, but we will not like have some of the sub template. We will just proceed with a blank project. So I will just click a blank project, and after clicking the blank project, a new window will pop up in a minute. Okay, so as soon as you like create a new blank project, so this window will appear in front of you, and so this is the window that will appear. Okay, so do let me know in the comment section if like you have opened the new blank project and you have created your own blank project. Till if you are not able to do it like right now, so what I will do, you can also like watch the recording, and I will just be telling you some of the basics about the Spark AR Studio, and then you can till then you can download and install it. Okay, I think some of you have done it. So now let us get some of the gist about the Spark Studio. So first of all, the central window where like my this is present, a camera is present, where my cursor is currently. So this whole window where this matrix is present, this is the central window, and it is known as working panel or the viewport. So this is the main window where we will be working. Now the next thing is the real-time face simulation. So what the real-time face simulation is? It is like the real-time simulation of our effect, the edits that we are making. So all the edits that we are making are like visualized here. As you can see, like iPhone 8 is written on top of it. You can change it to some of the Android devices or some of the iOS devices. Suppose I switch it to iPad Pro. So what it will do, it will just change the size of the screen. If I switch to some of the Android device, it will just change the screen size. It will not hamper with our effect that we are creating. It will only change the size of the preview window. So you can use any of the device that you want. I am using iPad because it is somewhat big, and so it is very easy for all of you to see what changes I am doing. How much long will the session be? The session will be around like 1 hour 30 minutes. We can also finish early if we are if we have done with the program. Okay, now let us like see some of the basic shortcuts associated with the Spark AR Studio. So I will just jot it down first on the screen, and then we'll show you it in the Spark AR Studio. Okay, so let me just jot it down here first. Just move it like a little bit upwards. I will just jot it down. So first shortcut is like Control plus Alt, and like this shortcut is assigned for zoom in slash zoom out. So this is a shortcut for zooming in or zooming out in the Spark AR Studio. The next shortcut is Control, and Control is assigned with rotation. And the third shortcut is like Alt, and Alt is assigned with adjust. So these are the three major shortcuts that we will be using in the Spark AR Studio. So I suggest you take a screenshot, and I will also share these shortcuts in the comment section, so you can also have a look at it, and you can use it whenever we need it. So I am also sharing them in the chat section as well. Okay, so now let us see them in action. For Mac, you can just align the keys with your Mac system, and you can have a look at that, or you can just go visit the Spark AR website, as I am not using like the Mac based system. so I'm not sure about the key mapping there, but the shortcuts will work for Mac as well. Okay, so what we will do, we will press Control and Alt key, and we will drag from top left to bottom right. So it will zoom in the screen, like from top left to bottom right. So it is zooming in or zooming out. If we drag upward, so it is zooming out. If we drag like downward, so it is zooming in. So I can zoom in as much as I want. So like I am zooming in like this. Okay, so the next thing that we can do, we can use like the control key as I mentioned. So we can use the control key, press the control key and use the mouse button to rotate it. So we can rotate it as required. So suppose I am rotating it like this. Now using the alt key I can like adjust it. So pressing the alt key I can adjust it left, right, top or bottom as I want. Like I can adjust it accordingly. So you can adjust your window size according to you, how you are preferring it. I am preferring it like this, so I am adjusting it like this one. Do we require camera for this app? So no, Kevin, you will not require a camera. You can like visualize your own face as well, but you can also use some of the objects which are presented by the Spark Studio. So I will also guide you about that as well. And like let us get a brief about the session, what we will be doing in the session. So what we will be doing, like by the end of this session we will be able to make a effect. The effect will not be very complex, but it will be an effect and you will get to know about the basics of the Spark Studio that we are using. Then further you can use some of the documentations of the Spark website and use them to create some of the cool effects as well. Okay, so let us first talk about the scene panel here, where my mouse is like currently hovering. So this is the scene panel, and in the scene panel, what happens? Like all objects to be added are visible in the scene panel only. So all the objects that we add will be visible in the scene panel, and it can be considered as an index of like what everything we have to do. We have to make an entry in the scene panel only. Okay, so this is the scene panel. Now let us now proceed to the AR library. So AR library is an important part of the Spark Studio. Suppose you want to add a hat, you want to add some of the like specs or something else in your effect. So what you have to do, you have to import some of the 3D model for it. But currently you will be saying that you do not have a 3D model. So what Spark and Facebook have done, they have created some of the basic 3D models and they have uploaded them in the Spark Studio. And this is a great thing that Spark Studio is inbuilt in the like Spark program, and it has cool effects like 3D objects, the music or sound, some of the music, some of the like objects, some of the textures, and like other things as well. And everything is available for free of cost, and there is no like in-app purchase associated with the SparkR library. So to open the SparkR library, you can like hover to this button where I am hovering the mouse. It is in the bottom left corner. So asset library. I will click the asset library, and an asset library will be popped up. And there are like multiple objects which I previously mentioned. And you can see, suppose I want to add a car, so I can search for the car and I can press enter, and a like car will be multiple car images will be provided to us. Okay, so like we will have a look at these as well, and how to like add these we will have a look when we start creating our effect. Now let us proceed further, and now is the real-time face simulation thing. Okay, so someone like asked about if we need a camera, if we need a camera for creating our effect. So I will tell you this thing. There is a camera button in the like top left corner. I can go to the video button, and when I click the video button, there are multiple options available. One of the option is to use the camera associated. For example, I can use my like the camera which is associated, which is connected. I can use that camera, or I can use some of the real-time simulation that are presented by the Facebook. So I can use any of these faces that are present by the Facebook, and I can use them to create a effect, or I can use the camera which is presented by which is my camera. I can use the live camera, or I can use the simulation camera. So suppose I want to use my camera, so I will just need to click on the camera that is listed over here, and then my picture will be visible here. So you can use any of these that you want. And if you do not have a webcam associated with your device, so you can use the real-time simulation. Currently, I am working on the real-time simulation to make it easy for all of us. Okay. And like to adjust it to now, I have added a if like video. I have added, like, suppose I have added this video and I want to add something, so I cannot add it, I cannot adjust it like about when the face is moving. So I have to like pause the face and then adjust something according to the face, and then I can see it in action. So what I will do, I can just pause the pause and play button is present over here, so you can just pause the button, pause the video streaming, and then you can align the objects along with the face, and then you can just play and see it in action. Okay, so I think you're all are clear till now, and we can start building our own effect. We can start building our first effect. So to let me know who have like opened the Sparkcast Studio, so that I can know like how many of you are able to cope up with me if you have installed and downloaded. I think the last day to submit is 28th of October for the Diwali hackathon, and for the other part of the Sparkia, so we are just like there is a more deadline. Okay, okay. Multiple students have like opened the Sparkia Studio and they have created the plan project.
You can submit your this effect, in this working days. You can talk to your campus ambassador, respective campus ambassador. They will share you the form, and I think after this session they will share you the form in your respective groups, and you can talk to them about the deadlines of this AR submission. For Diwali hackathon, we have 30th October, the deadline for submission of the uh, effects. This is for this is only an introductory webinar where we teach you about how you can make effects. So this is an introductory webinar. This you can use for Diwali. This you can use for AR submission. You can make any AR after this session. Okay, a basic AR effect. So Kshitij, you can continue.
Okay, okay. Now let us as many of us, many of them has opened the Spycast Studio. So let us like add some of the objects. Let us see something. So what we will be doing, first of all, suppose I want to brand my effect. I want my name or my signature or my logo to be present on the like top right corner. Suppose I want to add a logo on the top right corner. So I want to add a logo here of the Reskill Sparkia. So what I will be doing, first of all, like I will require a plane. So I will add an object, and like I will add a plane. So this is the plane, and I will click on the insert thing. So a plane will be like added in between, and like even if you like click the play pause button, so the plane will be here only and it will not be moving. So it is a dynamic, or it is a static object, and its location does not changes with any of the movement. Okay, so I will just pause the video, and like now you can see a plane is added. Do ping like plane when the plane is added in your Sparkia Studio as well. Do ping a plane in the comment section. So now what we will be doing, I do not want the plane to be here. I want the plane to be in the top right corner. So I can like adjust that as well. I will click on the plane, and like these three coordinates will be appearing on top of it. I can use the three coordinates like to move these plane, and I want to position it on the top corner. So I will position it on the top corner. Now my plane is square, and suppose I want it to be a rectangle plane. So I can also resize the plane, and I can use this button and on the top to resize, to scale the object where my mouse is currently. So you can press the button, and like three coordinates will be there, and this will not be arrows, will be like square. So I can use these coordinates to like resize it. Suppose I want it to be like this smaller and this much larger, so I can just resize it. and if it like moves out of the viewing port, so you can readjust its position. So I have readjusted its position. Okay, so now the plane is appearing on the top right corner. But what I want it to be like, and suppose if you want to rotate it as well, so let us look at the rotation thing as well. So I will click on the like rotation in the top center. So rotation is in the between, in the middle, and I will select the plane and I can just rotate it. So there are like multiple rotation angles available. I can rotate it at any specific angle. Okay, Mitali has a question. Do we have to submit the same filter as what you are teaching, or we can submit other one? For the Diwali hackathon, what you have to do, you have to align your filter with a specific Diwali theme, as the themes are available on the Spark or Reskill website. So you have to create a filter for that. What I am currently teaching is the basic of how to use the Spark Studio. So this is the basic. And Amit, Vera, like how to add a plane. So you have to go to the add object button and a plane will appear, or you can add the plane from the like add 3D object and plane. So these are the two ways to add a plane into your studio. Okay, so now like I want it to be some of the like I want it to be some of image instead of using the plane. So I have to attach a material with it. So I will just select the plane. When I say select the plane, the inspect menu will automatically open for the plane in the right path. And okay, to resize the plane you can use the, there are three options available on the top, like to reposition, to rotate, and to resize. So you can see like these three, and you can use these three for adjusting and rotation and like reposition. So you can use these three sliders. And I want it to be I want it not to be a plane, and I want to associate it with something. So what I will do, I will just click on materials, and I will just click plus, and a new material will be created. So the new material is like material 0 associated with it, so I can go to the asset section and material 0 will be available here. So material 0, and now there are like multiple options associated. Suppose I want to change the color, so I can change the color. I suppose if someone wanted green, someone wanted blue, someone wanted red, so I can just change the color accordingly. Like I can change the color of the plane, and I can also change the opacity. Suppose I do not want it to be completely opaque, or I want it to be somewhat transparent, as you can just change it according to your requirement. And to add an image, like to add an image, I will go to the texture pen and I will click choose file. And after clicking the choose file, you can choose any of the image. I am choosing the Reskill Spark logo, so I will select the Reskill Spark logo, and Reskill Spark logo will be visible on the top corner. Okay, so are you able to add any of the image with your in within your studio? So you need not to compulsory add the Reskill Sparker. I am just adding it for demo purpose. You can add any of the image in your Sparker studio. Okay, do let me know when you are able to add your thing in the Sparker studio. To the, okay, let us wait for a minute, and then like we can continue with the thing. And now let us add some of the 3D objects, as I like previously mentioned. And there some of the students are like able to add it, and those who are not able to add it, you can just review the session afterwards, and you can view the session later. I think the session will be available. Sarthak, will the session be available after the session ends? Will the recording be provided to them? Okay, I think Sarthak is not here at the moment. So, but I'm sure the recording will be provided to all of you, and you can just add, you can just review the recording if you are not able to watch it. Add. So now what we will do, we will just go to the Spark AI library, and as it is a Diwali hackathon, so let us like add some of the candles. I want to add some of the candles. I will just search for candle and there will be like multiple 3D objects available. So I can view all and I can select any of the candles from these effects that we are creating. So there will be like multiple candles available. I can use any of the candles from here and I can add it to the Sparkia Studio. Suppose like you can select any like I if I want to add this, what I will do, I will click the import free button here. After clicking the import free button you will be like redirected to the Facebook page and you have to log in with your Facebook account for once. After logging in you can just download it and after downloading the done button will be appearing, so I will click the done button and I will cross it down. And like now you can see like the candle effect, candle is available in the asset section but it is not available in the scene section. And when the object is available in the scene section then only I can just see it on the screen. So what I will do, I will click on the candle, I will drag it and I will drop it in between the focal distance and the ambient light. I will drop it in between so the candle will be rendered and it will be visible. But now the candle that is rendered in front of us is of a very huge size and I want to resize it. And resizing it with these like coordinates, like if I go to resize and resize it with these coordinates, it will be a very hefty task for all of us. So what I will do, I will just go to the like inspect menu and there is a scale option present there. So I can use some of the numbers to rescale it. Suppose I want it to be 10% of the size. So what I will write, I will write point 0.1 here. So it will be 10% of the previous size and like point 0.1 here at 10% of the previous size and 10% in like all the directions. So now the candle is somewhat small and visible to us in front. And now we can like reposition it as well. I can just select the candle, I can reposition it. If you like click on something, like if I click on this, so only this will be replaced. As it is a 3D object, it comprises of various objects. So to reposition your object, I suggest you select the whole candle. And as you can see, like there are multiple subsections available in the candle, so you need not to go to each of the subsection. You can just select the complete candle and you can just position it accordingly. Suppose I want it to be here uh, and I want to resize it. Now you can use this window as well, or you can use some of the coordinates. Suppose I want it to be like 0.07% in size, so I can resize that as well. You can resize it as you want it to be visible in your filter. So I am just making it a bit smaller as well. And suppose I want it to be present in like the lower bottom, and so now I have placed it here. So these are some of the things that I have dynamically placed with that I have statically placed with my effect. And now like what you can do, you can like add some of the face tracking thing as well. These are the things that are like dynamically placed and there are no like movement associated with this. You can no need to open a link. The free Spark AR library, the asset library, is present like here in the bottom left corner. You can just go over it or you can like add, and like there will be some of the 3D objects here as well. Like if I'm not sure where is the Spark AR library is located, and you can go here in the SparkCare library section where my mouse is currently. You can see it like beside my picture, which is being shown in the lower bottom corner. So this is the SparkCare library. You can just click and open it. Okay, and then the SparkCare library will be visible. Suppose like I want to add some of the text on top of his head. So what we can, how we can do that? like if I want to add some other text, and I want it to be moving as the face is moving. So what we need to do first, we will need to track the face to add the text associate text here. So first of all, we will be tracking the face. Okay, so to track the face, like how to track the face. So face tracking is some of the machine learning algorithm, and each algorithm has some of the like some algorithms associated. So we need not to create the algorithm from very beginning. What Sparker and Facebook have done, they have crafted various algorithms, and they have like directly provided us the accurate algorithm. So what we need to do to add a face tracker, we need to click on the add object, and there a face tracker will be shown. Okay, so I will click the face tracker and I will click the insert button, and the face tracker will be added. Now like let us see what is the difference face tracker actually making and how it is working. So I will click the face tracker, and like these coordinates are visible to us when the face tracker is, and I cannot like move these coordinates because these coordinates are automatically tracked by the face tracker. And you can see like transformation properties set by the tracked face. These properties are completely set by the tracked face, and I can like click the play button, and you can see like these coordinates are automatically moving as per the face movement. And these are moving as per the face movement. You can also visualize it with some of the other faces, like other faces too. So I can like use it on some of the other face. I can use this, I can use this, and all these like movements are completely going on with the face movement. So I will just like pause the video for it to be clear. And now what I will do, how to track face. So you can just click on the add object, and face tracker is visible here. Okay, like I have repeated it how to track the face. Saurabh, I think now you are clear with your doubt. And I can now what I need to add, I need to add some of the text on the top of the head. So what I will do, I will create add object, and I will select the 3D text here, 3D text, and I will insert the 3D text. And now when we insert 3D text, the 3D text will appear, and it will say text. I don't want it to be text. I want it to be somewhat different. For example, I want it to be like my first effect. I want it to be my first effect. So I will click the 3D text, and I can just use any of the text. Like I can write my first effect, and my first effect I have written. And like when I reposition it in the center, I reposition the face effect in the center. I like place it on the top of the head. uh, I resize it a bit. But even even if I play the video, that first effect is only here only. It is not like dynamically moving with the face movement. So what I need to do, I need to like assign the 3D object with my face tracker. So let us like first modify the face first effect and then assign it. So as you know that this is a 3D effect. So 3D effect has three dimensions. So it has three materials associated with it. Like front material, side material. I will create a new material for the side and for the back, and I can assign different colors to each of the different thing. For example, I want my front to be green, and I want my side to be like blue. So I can like assign different color to all of these things. So you can see like some of the side are blue in color, and you can see it when it is in the movement. And I want to the back to be like brown. So these are the like multiple colors that I have associated with it. And now I want to track the 3D of text with the face. So what I will do, I will select the 3D text. I will drag and drop it inside the face tracker. Like when you drag and drop it inside the face tracker, rectangle will be appearing out with the face tracker. And now you can see like the 3D text is inside the face tracker. And now I can like reposition it wherever I want. So I will reposition it on the top of the head. And like when I click the play button, So the first effect is moving along the head movement. So you can use that. You can track your faces, you can track multiple things, and you have created a basic first effect with your Spark Studio. And congratulations for creating a first effect. Okay, so I think and the last thing that I need to show here is you how to publish it. So to publish your effect with the Facebook, what you need to do, you need to go to the file menu and you have to click the publish button which is present here. So you need to click the publish button, and then there is an option to publish the new effect, and it will take some of that time in compressing the object. And after compressing, you can click the upload button. Okay, and the screenshot, like now something about how to upload the effect and how what you need to share with us. So for the screenshot, you need to share the screenshot of a sparkcar window where you have like created the effect. And for the link, you need to share the link which is provided by the Facebook after your effect is published. Yeah, you can also use the publish on the right hand side, but I think that was covered with the sparkcar logo, so I mentioned it from the file and publish button. Okay, so that was something that we need to work on. I think we have now finished studying about the basic of Spark. And Sarthak, if you have any announcements to make, you can like proceed further with that.
Okay, great. Guys, thank you for joining us today. And I have shared you the link of our Facebook group. Do join the Facebook Spark AR group where you can chat with us. Okay, where you can solve your queries. We have our Facebook coaches with us on that particular group as well. All the campus leaders are there. Okay, we have a very good space where you can interact to the India's largest AR community. And guys, if you want to be the part of the Diwali hackathon, you can be the part now, as you know how to make your first effect. So that's pretty much cool. We have $13,000 prize right away for the Diwali hackathon winners. So you can check out the website. Links are in the description. Okay, you will get a link from your campus leader side, so that you can submit your AR effect as well. So I hope you enjoy this session. I request all the campus leaders, all the campus ambassadors to share the link where they can submit their first effect and grab the goodies from the side of Reskill and Spark AR. So I hope then
Okay, so like
this
the
will be.
link will be shared from the Spark campus ambassadors with all of you, and the link will be shared by them only. You can contact your campus ambassador for the link of the form to fill.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the session and we'll meet soon.